Need some words of inspiration to get you through the week? Don't worry, I got you. In today's video, I'll be covering 10 of my favorite motivational quotes to get you through the week. Coming up.
My heart's in the sky, supernova.
What is up, Nova Nation? My name is Vana SUPERNOVA, here with another Motivational Monday video. This series is aimed to help your health from the inside out. So if you are interested, please click on the link above for more motivational videos just like this one. So let's just jump into it. Today we are going to go over 10 of my favorite motivational quotes. Now these quotes are in no particular order. These are just 10 of my most favorite quotes that get me through the week. I read them daily. They are like the mantras I live by. They're from different artists. They're from politicians. Some of them I didn't know who they were from, but I'll put it on the screen anyways. And then some are from the Bible, of course. You know, I am a child of God and I'm never afraid to show that. So let's get right into it. So the first quote I have for you guys is, do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. And this is a quote from Oprah Winfrey. I stan Oprah Winfrey. She is ultimate goals. She is a woman who has independently built an empire for herself. She came from nothing and now she is the woman that she is today, standing firm, poised, and someone who mentors thousands. So this quote speaks to me because at one point, I wasn't always doing what I'm doing now. So I wasn't always working in the field that I'm working now. I was a full-time student. I worked, I was in organizations. I was in different activities, event planning. I kept myself extremely busy when I was in college. And so I knew that although it was difficult to do, it was something that I needed to do in order to get to where I am today. So sometimes you're gonna have these stepping stools, and you know, not to mean it as an insult, it's just things that you have to go through in life in order to get to where you're going. And these things, do not take it lightly. Appreciate every step of the way, because these are the building blocks of what will make you who you are in the future. Quote number 2, work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. So this is something I totally live by on a day-to-day basis. So people will be like, oh, well, Vanna, why did you go ghost? Oh, Vanna, what have you been up to? People will never know my plans because I don't make that kind of information available to the public. Like that's not how I get down. But you better believe that when you do see Supernova, when you see Vanna in the streets, that she's gonna have her together, okay? Now that is just something I love to live by. Let your success be the noise. I don't have to be loud. I don't have to get in your face and let you know that I'm successful. You just gonna watch me succeed. So the next quote, always remember to fall asleep with a dream and wake up with a purpose. Now I stand behind this quote. You may not currently be living in your purpose, but you should always have a purpose for what you do. That should always be something that's on your mind. Why do you do what you do? Always know your why. That is your purpose. That is your reasoning. That's what gets you to the next thing. That's what keeps you going. That's why, next quote, go the extra mile. It's never crowded. So even when I was in school, I would always go above and beyond on my projects, on my homework. I mean, this is my future I'm preparing for. Nobody's gonna be with me in the interview room other than my interviewers. There's nobody gonna be with me when I go on to the next stage in my life. And therefore I have to do what's best for me. And in doing so, you go the extra mile so that you make sure you're overly prepared, because don't just prepare yourself, overly prepare yourself to be successful. Here's the thing, Vana SUPERNOVA never had a problem with sharing her secret sauce, because I know that my secret sauce is unique to me. And even if I share it with you, you can't do it like I do it.
A bitch can't do it like me. No. A bitch can't do it like me. No. A bitch can't do it like me. No. A bitch can't do it like me. No.
And that's just, I mean, I'm comfortable in knowing that. And so therefore, I always go hard with what I do. And if you need help, I will help you to do what I do. Just know that I'm not intimidated by that. And that's kind of a problem that we have nowadays. Everybody is like this competition all the time in anything. Like everything's a competition. It's kind of like, why? I mean, you're unique. You have no competition. You feel me? Next quote. The expert in anything was once a beginner. Now I love this because no one has gotten to where they're at just waking up and boom, that's what it is. Think about it. Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama, Which one of these people didn't have to work? You know, hell, even Albert Einstein had to learn a thing or two, you feel me? If you want to exceed in whatever it is you're doing, which everyone should want to exceed in what they're doing, you have to first know that the beginning stages are okay. Everyone had to start at 0 on YouTube. So getting to 1,000, yeah, it may seem hard, but you know, everyone went through it. It's possible, it's definitely doable. It's being proven every single day when people like me get to 1,000. And it's something you can achieve too. And I use that as an example because it's just the easiest I can think of off the top of my head. Ow, I like, y'all heard that? I like cracked the heck out of my neck. Oh, that's enough. Ooh, Lord. So next quote, be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that gets you going? Now, whatever that may be, get that fear out of you. I have a video on fear, and I'll link it above, where I discuss exactly why it's not even necessary to have that initial fear. Of course, everyone can have butterflies, etc. But to be so afraid that you end up sabotaging yourself and not doing anything at all, I mean, and you know, I'm guilty of this because this could go for small things as well. So it's like, have you ever felt like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do, I have so much to do. You think of how overwhelming the thing is to do that you just don't end up doing anything that day at all. Like, that happens to me so frequently, and even that is something that I need to work on. And this is why these are my 10 motivational quotes, because I still need to live by these quotes. Don't think I got it good to the point that I don't even need to, you know, put these to work. I put these to work every day if I can. So if it's something that you just know you're fired up for it, do not be so fearful that you can't accomplish it. Next quote, when the roots are deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. So a little bit of wind ain't never hurt a tree, okay? Now it's possible. Not saying it's not possible. Yeah, we got them little branches that go, but that's called a setback. Uprooting an entire tree, even then you still got roots in the ground and another tree could grow. So pretty much what this quote is saying, that a little setback isn't gonna stop you from succeeding. Setbacks are the norm. It happens to the best of us, and it shouldn't deter you from reaching your goals. You should always still have that goal. You should always strive for that goal. You should always know that failure is part of the process. You learn from it and you move on. The next quote, it always seems impossible until it's done. Now that's by Nelson Mandela. I remember being in middle school and thinking like, oh my gosh, when am I ever gonna be a senior in high school? I used to think the seniors were so cool. Those were the cool kids. And yes, even in middle school, I was like looking up to the high school students who would be walking home or leaving school early. And I'd just be out there like, I cannot wait, I cannot wait. Okay, boom, fast forward. I'm in college. I'm seeing the people walk across the stage at my older brother's graduation. I'm like, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. And in those times that I'm saying I can't wait, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, that must be so hard. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to achieve it. I don't know. I'm watching doctors and lawyers and all this stuff cross the stage, and I'm like, what an achievement. What an amazing feeling to be walking across the stage with such prestigious honors, with such a prestigious name from a prestigious school like this one. And honestly, it's one of the biggest accomplishments to me in my life, because ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor, and it always seemed impossible until I actually achieved it. And I'm like, you know what? It's not so bad. It's not as bad as, you know, I made it seem like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do that, I'm gonna have to, you know, and you know, it's work, but they prepare you for it. The world, the universe, God, everything, the energy of everyone around you prepares you for what's to come. So it's nothing that you can't accomplish. It's nothing that you can't do. It always seems impossible until you achieve it. These are words that I live by. Next quote. This one is simple. It's remember to remember. And this one's actually from XXXTentacion, who just passed away this past June. Rest in peace to my brother X. So being from South Florida, this kind of hit me hard. And without getting into details, X was a very polarizing person. You know what I mean? And for me, this had a positive impact. In life, you kind of choose what you get out of something, okay? You can take an experience or a person, someone you met, and you can take good from it, or you can dwell on the negative. I choose, you know, the positive. And we're not getting into details about this, but there's a specific tattoo on him that says, remember to remember. And I'm like, and it had me thinking, I'm like, That's beautiful. So what we carry with us through this life is what we call memories. We carry memories of our past, and it's what makes us who we are. And that's why you'll see older generations always educating the younger generation about, back in my day it was this, back in my day it was that, because that is what keeps us going. That's how we know who we are. Think about the Sankofa. In order to move forward, you have to remember your past. You have to know who you are. And I mean, even in Lion King, they tell Simba to remember, remember, remember. It's like echoing in the background, right? And it's important. Our memory is like one of the most important things we have, and I don't know too many people who take that for granted, so I'm not even gonna go there. But I do know it's important to remember, okay? It's important that you remember who you are, where you come from, what your purpose is. This quote in itself kind of encompasses the entire list in itself. It's such an important quote to me. It's something that I hold dearly, and to me it's beautiful. So the last quote I have for you all: "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. So this quote is of course from the Bible. In the past few months, while I was preparing to take my boards, this pretty much I hold dear to my heart, because sometimes when you're going through trials or tribulations, you kind of forget exactly why you're doing what you're doing. And I feel that with my spirituality, I never really have to question that, but it's always good to have that energy, that positive inflow of energy, you know what I mean, to keep you going. Pretty much this quote is telling me that I was not put on this earth to fail. That's not my purpose. My purpose is prosperity, and to share that prosperity with you all, which is what I'm doing. So question of the day: what is your favorite quote? Leave your response in the comment section below. Don't forget to share the love. If you enjoyed this video and love motivational videos just like this one, please give it a big thumbs up so I know to make more videos just like it. And if you are new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss a thing. I will see you all in the next video. You enjoy your day, sending positive vibes your way. Love you all. Bye.